Well, good morning. Today is Monday, May 13th, and we're going to try to get our walk in before it rains again. It's been raining all night, most of the morning, and right now it's just showing cloudy, but like within an hour, it's supposed to have a 65% chance of rain. So I want to get my walk in before it starts raining again. No birthdays, no anniversaries, nothing to sing about. I'll find something to sing about. I always find something to sing about. Uh, we looked under the sink for the leak from yesterday, and we can't find it anywhere. It was like a steady drip, 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 dripping, and then I pulled everything out from under the sink. I could hear it, but Jim couldn't hear it or see it. So he tightened the hoses and things like that, and so got up this morning, it's as dry as a bone. So I don't know if maybe when I was putting something away, I might have hit a hose and loosened it. I don't know, because we have the garbage disposal hose, we have the dishwasher hose, then you got the hoses for the water coming in. So we'll see. When I get back, I'll be putting all the stuff back under the sink again. And then what else was I going to talk about? I had a really good day yesterday. I came home from church, and for my breakfast, I had a banana, a diet cranberry juice, and an egg. And I popped my popcorn and brought my popcorn to the show, and I brought my water. And then I brought a little bag of the 3-point pretzel crisps, just in case the popcorn wasn't enough. And when we got to the show, you know, Cindy and Chrissy didn't really want to come in with me. So I had my jacket. I put my jacket over the bag because I put it in a brown paper bag. And I don't really care. The way they have the show set up, which is a prime example that you don't even have to pay to go to the show anymore. And for the most part, you don't have to pay for your drinks because you'd have to be dishonest not to pay for your drinks, and you'd have to be dishonest not to pay for your show. But you can come in the outdoor, because if you just timed it the right way, you could come in the outdoor, and who would know? And then you walk to where the theaters are, and the pop dispensers are right there, so you just fill up your own cup with the pop, so you don't even have to pay for the pop. And then once you get to the show, you just look on the app before you go in and see what seats are empty, and then just sit in an empty seat. I mean, they got to make it a little more difficult if they want to make money and not have to raise our prices, because in the long run, what they'll end up doing is raising our prices. And I'm sorry if I gave anybody any ideas, but it just shows you what this sneaky mind, but an honest mind, because I would never do that. But now I've laid the groundwork out, so I'm an accomplice. And accomplices, they still get tried as the same as if they committed the crime. But I haven't got the time to do the crime. So just pretend I didn't say anything. Okay, it's all back in there. You didn't hear it. So anyway, I put my bag over my. Of course, you're not supposed to bring your own snacks in, so I guess whatever. We get to the theater, and Christy and Cindy are just standing there looking, and I go, well, what's the problem? And Christy says, I think Cindy's got the wrong theater. And Christy says, no, or Cindy said, no, this is our theater. She said, well, you got the right row? And she said, yes, D. And I said, well, what's the problem? And she said, well, somebody's sitting in our seats. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll have to sit somewhere else. I go, no. I walk up to the people very nicely. I said, I think you're sitting in our seats. And they went, oh, yeah, probably. Okay, sorry. Got up and went and sat in another set of seats. Well, I think that they were one of the ones I was just talking about. But we watched the movie. I hit my popcorn at the beginning while I was watching the previews, and then like maybe half an hour left in the movie, I ate my pretzel crisps, drank all my water, was very content. And then when we left, we got a carry-out from Cordoba's, and I got a chicken quesadilla, and I put black beans and salsa on it with cheese, and then I had the sour cream and the guacamole. And I did get some chips with the queso dip, but I only ate just a few of them, and then I gave them to Christy to bring home for Aaron. And I did have a Dr. Pepper with it. But stayed on track the rest of the day, so I don't feel too bad. Oh, look at all my little birds. They're getting into a little bird fight right there. And so then Danny and Jimmy came before church, and it was so cute because Oliver, who's 6, was asking me, were you ever a little girl? And I go, well, yeah. He says, you were little like me once? I go, yes. I even have a picture of me when I was littler than you. And he goes, oh, can I see it? And I said, yes. So I bring out my picture. It's a picture of me when I was probably about 2 or 3. You know, I'll put a clip right here. I have no memory of ever owning a dog. So I'm thinking this was my Uncle Leonard's dog, Buttons. Although I did have a dog similar to that when Jim and I were married. But I'm thinking I'm probably maybe 2 or 3 years old in this picture. But like Oliver said, I'm not in color. I'm only in black and white. Wasn't I cute? Anyway, that was my dog. And probably it wasn't even my dog. I bet you it was Buttons, my Uncle Leonard's dog, because it does look like Buttons. But anyway, so he looks at the picture and he's looking so serious. And I go, do you not think that's me? He said, really serious too. He looked at me and he goes, when you were little, you weren't in color? And I go, what? He said, you weren't in color when you were little, but now you're in color. And I said, oh, no, the pictures, you could only take the pictures in black and white. And he goes, oh. So then he brought it to Danny. He says, Grandma's not in color. So he had to try to explain it to him, but it was cute. I thought it was cute. Anyway, my plans for today for the whole week is to eat more vegetables, less fruit. I'm not eliminating my fruit, but I'm just going to replace it with more vegetables because that does seem to work for me. Go for my walk right now, and I have a little bit of laundry to do. And if the weather gets a little bit nicer, I'm going to go to Sebastian's baseball game today. But if it stays damp like it is now, because really I should have had a different coat on, but I'm hoping once I get walking I'll warm up. I'll feel, I don't know, it might be too damp. But he has a game tomorrow, so I'll go tomorrow then. So, okay, let's go for our walk. We've delayed this long enough. Why are you keeping me from my walk? You know I enjoy it. Well, I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's raining. It just started. I'm halfway home. So like as they say in the Phantom of the Opera, I'm past the point of no return. It's either continue on or go home. Either way you look at it, I'm going home. I do know if it starts raining a little bit harder, Jim will come and look for me. But right now it's just starting. So that's why I put my hood up. And actually the hoodie was warm enough, so that's good enough for me. Okay, let's walk a little faster so we can beat the rain. Maybe if I'm really quick I can walk between the raindrops. Oh, and I thought of a song I can sing. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean da 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 da. Don't want to get copyright infringement. You know, they love my voice. All right, talk to you guys in a bit. Well, I made it home before the really heavy rain came, but it did rain. It like spritz along the way. So I did walk my 2 miles. I got the whole 2 miles in, and David called me, and he has some fees due. They won't give him his tickets for his graduation until he pays his fees. So I'm going to go pay those fees and then just get the money back from Jimmy later on this week. And just get on with my day, go in and drink my water. I already drank 16 ounces, Anita. Now I'm going to go drink another 32 or 34 ounces. And then I'll be all set to start my day. Okay, my quote for today. Patience is not the ability to wait, but the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting. I've been waiting a long time to hit goal, but you know what? I'm going to hit there, so I need to have a little bit more patience. Well, as you can see, I had a pretty successful day today. The day got away from me today. It's really so busy. I don't know what the deal is. I didn't get up till late because it was raining this morning, and I thought, why am I going to get up out of bed early to go for a walk when I can't walk anyhow because it's raining? So I just tossed and turned, refused to get out of the bed. So I didn't get out of the bed till it was after 10. Went to bed about 1:45. So I got my 8 hours sleep. That's all that really matters. And then went for my walk, and like I told you, it started raining a little bit. While I was on my walk, David called me because his last day of school is on the 24th, and so they're handed out. He got his cap and gown on Friday, and I think they get the yearbook this Friday. But to get the tickets for graduation, you had to pay all your fines. And I guess David had 2 books that he had never turned in, one from the 9th grade and one from the 10th grade. And so he carried the fines over every year and never paid for the book. And so in order to get his tickets for today, he had to pay his fine. And he was like in a panic because obviously his mom and dad work and they couldn't get over there to the school. And I'm sure they would have waited another day for tomorrow, but he's all excited. And I didn't want to, rain on his parade, so to say, even though it rained all day. And so I went over and paid his fines. And then while I was there, I went over to the cafeteria and I put some money on his snack account. He's got a lunch account that he can use, but they kind of frowned upon letting you use that for snacks. They want you to eat a healthy lunch. So they have a separate account for a snack account. So I put some money on his snack account. And then I came home and I had a really healthy brunch. I listed in my tracker as breakfast and lunch just because it doesn't look as bad, I guess. But and also I'm tracking for the wellness points just in case I ever get anything on there that really is something that piques my interest. So far nothing is, but I'll continue to collect my points until something good is offered. And then for dinner, I did my own vegetable soup for 0 points, and I'm not computer savvy or anything like that, so I just tracked it for 2 points, even though I know it was 0. It doesn't really matter. I'll make up for some points that I kind of went over on that I didn't think. Maybe my dip was a little bit over a tablespoon. Maybe it was a little more heaping than just a tablespoon, so it'll all balance out in the end. It all comes out in the wash, as they say. But I really liked my quote because if you knew me, you would know I do not have the patience. I have the most impatient person. I just can't wait. I'm just so impatient. So I always say that when, before I was born, the line in heaven, like they hand out all your qualities, because there is a line. You may not know that, but there is a line. You might not remember it, but there's a line and they hand out all the stuff for you. And the line for patience was just too long for me. And I thought, I haven't got the patience to wait for this line to come down. So I didn't wait in line for patience, and so you know what? I was not granted any. Jim, on the other hand, waited in that line. He must have waited extra long because he's got more patience, way more patience than I do. If I start to do something and I can't figure it out right away, he'll just come over and he'll say, well, you want me to do it? And I go, yeah, you got way more patience than me. So he does it for me. But the one thing I am patient for is like knowing that I'm going to get to my goal. I mean, it's taken me it's taken me over 2 years, and I'm halfway there. So even if it takes me another 2 years, I'll hit it before I'm 70. That's my goal. I want to be there before 70. Doris Day just died today, and she was 97. So there's hope for me yet. There's still hope for me yet. Trying to think what else. But anyway, so when I got home, I washed my floors and all that good stuff. I put the stuff back under the sink and cleaned my granite counters and did some laundry. I don't know if you can hear it. I still have one more load in there because I waited really late in the day to start my laundry. Oh, there's the bell. Tell me it's done. Come and fold me. Come and fold me. I don't mind the gathering of the laundry. I don't mind washing it. I don't mind drying it. I even don't mind folding it. I hate putting it away. And that's like that's the quickest thing to do, but that's the part I hate the most. But that's my job, and I'd rather do that than shovel the snow and cut the grass and do all the outside work. I gladly accept the challenge for doing that. But other than that, I got to go in the morning early. I got to drop my car off because I had a recall on my airbag, and so Jim and I are going to drop that off. I might be nice and take him out to breakfast. It's not my favorite meal, but it is Jim's favorite meal, so I probably will do that. Only because I have a gift card. I won't have to use any of my money. I'll just use my gift card money. But he doesn't need to know that. I'll just go up to the register and pay. That's okay. Plus, I have a senior discount for 20%, and that usually covers the tip then. So it's all well and good. So other than that, I don't really have anything else to talk about. Oh, go and check out the Dish with Dee did a collab video today. My 5 favorite snacks, Weight Watcher snacks. I got a lot of good ideas. I do wish I did like yogurt because everybody is talking about the yogurt. And not everybody, but a good portion of the people were talking about the yogurt. But I got a lot of good ideas, so I'm going to try to check them out. And then I found a couple channels that I never heard of before, and I liked what I saw, so I subscribed to them too. So So, 25, 50, 75, $1. There, I owe myself $1. Okay, I'm gonna edit this video now and wait for Jim to get home, and then we're gonna start watching some of our shows. I'm watching Survivor, Valerie Reese. I'm hoping that Devens wins because he's my favorite. And even if, I really do think that he's playing the best game, I think that people like him, and the only reason they want him out is because he's such a good player and they don't want him to win. It's not because they don't like him that they want him to get eliminated all the time. It's just because they know that they can't beat him. I like a healthy competition like that. But if he can't win, a long shot, a really long shot, is I like David. If you ever saw him in the first season he was on, he was afraid of a bug. And now it's like a complete 180-degree turn. It's like you wouldn't, or 360. Is it 360? I think it's 360. Math, not my strong suit. But anyway, I like him, and can't think there was another one that I liked. I don't really care for the girl. I don't even know what her name is. She always wears the knit hat when she has her hair in a braid. I don't really care for her, and not that I don't like her. I don't like her style of play. And there's one of the other older ladies that I did like, that she already got voted out. But anyway, I'm looking forward to that. And then tonight we're going to watch The Red Line. We like that one too. So, okay, enough about TV. I got things to do. I got to go fold those clothes before they get all wrinkly, and then that'll make it even worse. But you know how you cure that? You throw a wet rag in there and you run it again, and all the wrinkles come out. I know. That's such a helpful hint. Talk to you guys tomorrow.